What's up, folks? Monday, October 24th, 2016. Rich Van Tassel with you, giving you a preview of tonight's game between the Houston Texans at 4-2. They are traveling to Denver to play the Broncos, who are also 4-2. Texans 0-2 on the road, the Broncos 2-1 at home. Injuries first for the visiting Texans. Kevin Johnson, cornerback, is on injury reserve. Quentin Demps, safety, and Brian Peters, linebacker, are out. For the Broncos, DeMarcus Ware, the linebacker, is still out. Cody Lattimore, wide receiver, and Russell Okung, the offensive tackle, are questionable. In this game, Houston just very inconsistent offensively, especially their defense has not been great all the way around. You would expect more. Obviously, the injury to J.J. Watt has to do with that. For Denver, looks like Simeon is going to get the start again. I don't know if Paxton Lynch is going to go. We'll have to see. There's a lot of talks about the quarterback situation. It is what it is at this point. Denver relies on their defense heavily. So, in this game, will Houston's offense finally get started and they have a very tough defense to do it against? DeAndre Hopkins not playing very well this far this year. 31 receptions, 354 yards. Not brutal, but you expect more from DeAndre Hopkins. Only 3 touchdowns. Now, DeMarcus Ware is not playing. Guys like Shane Ray have stepped up. Garrett Wolf, of course, you have Von Miller. The offensive line for Houston is, I usually figure, is pretty good, but at this rate, just all the inconsistencies all around. There's no unit on the offensive side of the ball that you could look at with Houston and say, oh, they're solid. They're you can rely on them. You can count on them. Brock Osweiler, of course, almost 100 incompletions on 227 passes, 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. So I can't see it happening. Houston has not won a road game. They may be due for one. Denver, has had their ups and downs now since getting off to that hot start. This is going to be an interesting game in this one. I expect there's going to be too much pressure on Brock Osweiler. I expect the same going back the other way on Trevor Siemian or Paxton Lynch, whoever starts for the Denver Broncos. So I'm looking at a sloppy game, but I just don't see a way that Houston's offense is going to be consistent enough against a quality Denver defense to come away with the victory. I like the Broncos winning this game, relatively low scoring, 23-16. They get a touchdown. Obviously, the Houston Texans are not able to get in this one, and Denver comes away with the victory. All right, so be sure to stay tuned as well for the predictions, the postseason awards, and of course the finals predictions and playoff predictions for the NBA season. Probably post that tomorrow before the season starts, and we will see you later. Thank you all. Have a very good night.